What's going on, everybody? It's time for episode 2 of This Clip Slaps. I'm LtBuzzLitebeer, and before we dive into this one, I wanted to first apologize for the tardiness and or lack of content uploads, but my PC water cooling system actually sprung a leak. We're going to save that story for another day, but suffice to say that it would not be smart to attempt to use it without coolant in the system. It is now fixed, and I am back up and running, so on with the show. Based on episode 1, you guys thoroughly loved watching CanTN336 absolutely rip up Lincoln Memorial in the Division 2, but based on all of these recommendations, what you really wanted to see was this same player absolutely terrorizing the original Division game. Crawbits, Grunning 1989, Mel, J-Biz, Solar, Samuel, George, Michael, and Soya Saucer all commented on last week's video about how much I needed to check out this beast, but in the original Division game. And a huge thanks to all of you bosses that did comment on that video and left your recommendations for the next video. You asked, and now you shall receive. But before we dive into today's video, in case you aren't yet a sub, please smash that sub button and don't forget to ring the bell to receive all future upload notifications from my channel. I'm really excited to see what this player has cooked up for us today, so let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the video all queued up and per your recommendations, and thank you everyone that left me a comment on last week's video. By the way, in the future, if you want to see a specific Div 1 or Div 2 clip featured, leave me a comment with a link to the specific video that you want to see. It's really easy. Just go find the video, copy and paste the link with your comments on this week's video, and if I select it, just like I did in the intro, I'm going to give you a shout out, call you a big div boss. All right, so this is CanTN336. So many of you loved last week's video on Div 2, but what you really wanted to see was CanTN336. Apparently in Div 1 is where they made their reputation. This is Madison Field Hospital sub 10 minutes, which just this thumbnail right here is freaking impressive. I cannot wait to see what CanTN336 has cooked up for us. As per these live commentaries, I do not watch them through prior, so I have no idea what this person's going to do. Here we go. What do you have for us, CanTN? Start the video. Go, go, go. Fast travel music. I just love the way it sounded in Div 1. Hit you with the feels, especially if you spend a couple thousand hours in this game. All right, Madison Field Hospital. It's confirmed as legendary. Looks like they're running twin lightweight M4s. Can't fault them there. Best weapon in the game. And, all right, so we got a tactical scanner pulse. And, oh, okay. Dang. How many of you are out there right now raising your hand like, I wish I could melt this hard? Yeah, I wouldn't go up there. There's a wave of shotgunners that comes down. Yep, there they are. All right, I think I know where this is going. Just stick with me. I'll give you a quick rundown on this. All right, let's stop it right there because I can see the UI and explain this. This looks like to me they're running a perpetual TAC link build. Hopefully CanTN, like they did last week, is going to show their build at the end. But my guess is that they're running commanding on their primary and their secondary. It looks like they have twin lightweight M4s, probably custom crafted and equipped to run exactly the same. Anyway, commanding would give you back extra duration if you got kills while your TAC link, I think it's TAC link, was active. So anyway, as long as they can string together kills, they're up on a TAC link basically full time, and you can see the duration as we watch through this. I bet you that's what it is. The duration keeps popping up in their TAC link bar. They're running a flashbang sticky. That obviously makes sense. They can disorient the LMB and just have unencumbered damage output onto them without them shooting back. The green 96 in the UI, that's to me says they're running strikers. They're up on 96 stacks. Strikers worked really well in Div 1. In direct comparison to Div 2. Anyway, 96 means 96 stacks. So remember, strikers in Div 1, you got DPS and extra healing or healing stacks for running strikers. You can see the pulse icon. It looks like the gear down below. It looks like they're running tech support, which I think, if I remember correctly, would actually pair up with commanding and give you extra duration back to a skill that was active. And of course, the ultimate, the TAC link, counts as a skill. So you're getting the commanding duration, and then you're also getting tech support, giving you an extra, I think it was 10%. So every time they get a kill, I think commanding was 20%, tech support is 10%. So every time they get a kill, they get 30% duration back to their tactical link. Other icon I see down there, I think that's precision. If I remember correctly, if you get a headshot, not a headshot kill, but a headshot, it pulses enemies. And then the other icon, the diamond with the bullet in it, I'm very familiar with that one. I think that is one is none. As long as you got a headshot kill or headshots, I think it didn't quite work correctly. It had like a, I don't know, 40, 50, 60% chance of not consuming the bullet as long as you hit headshots. So as long as Cantian is up on their tactical link, getting headshots and headshot kills, they're going to be pretty hard to take down because they're going to be pushing out so much damage. You can see their tac link is already 50% back. I have a theory about that as well. So believe it or not, that first area was probably the only somewhat easy area in the entire thing. All right, they dropped a consumable. What was it? All right, soda. So they've got extra cooldown reduction. There's that flashbang sticky again and just melting. Look how quickly their ultimate is coming back just from getting kills too. My gut feeling, like I said, I had a theory about it. My gut feeling is that they're probably running determined, which I haven't seen their level of electronics yet. All right, there's the flashbang again. There's the tac link. Watch the tac link. Don't pay attention to me. Just watch the tac link. Every time they get a kill. Come on, you got to get a kill, Cantian. It's almost done with. There, it comes back. They get a sizable chunk back. Yeah, there you go. Get some kills. They got to string these kills together. There you go. Already got flashbang back. There's going to be some kills. Yep. You can see the tac link is just popping and popping and popping. Oh, almost lost it. Looks like he's about to lose it. And did he lose it? Great knowledge of the map, too. I like how he's not, or he or she, I don't know, let's say they, are not actually attaching to cover. Oh! Oh, okay. Looks like they're running adrenaline, too. That's probably their fourth talent. Immune to status effects. That was the icon that popped up because they popped a med kit. Dang, look at the damage. Wow, killed that person on the last one. So, yeah, that's. I think I've got my theories correct here. I think they're probably running determined as the third talent, which I think for every kill that you got, it reduced your skill cooldowns. That's how they're getting the flashbang sticky back, and still they're able to push out so much damage. So my other gut feeling is that they're running a lot of firearms, and then it looks like they're just depending on the healing stacks for strikers to keep them alive. Which versus the LMB, even that was many times not enough. So this is impressive in its own right. These next two areas are really going to determine this run because this one's hard because of the close quarters, and then of course when you go up on the roof, what a pain in the ass. It's so awesome to watch somebody else do it though. And of course, we watched Cantian last week. They, like I said, I don't know if they're male or female, but they are beastie at this game. Great aim, too. They're running strikers, for those of you watching, and you're wondering, how is this person just hitting so many headshots and everything like that? Well, first off, they're on PC, so, you know, the coordination of the mouse, although there's no aim assist or anything like that. All right, there we go, the flashbang. The coordination of the mouse makes it a little easier to stay on target. But then with strikers, you got all that extra stability, so the weapons are just going to just basically sit there and fire like laser beams. All you got to do is... Oh, all you got to do. I'm really downplaying it. What you've got to do is keep it pegged up on them. Just hear the headshot sound just popping off. Look at that LMB heavy just get melted. And you can see the tac link just keep recharging and keep recharging. That's got to be... It's got to be commanding. And then tech support. What did he just do? Oh, check that out. That's an IQ 200 move. Let me stop right there. I don't know if you saw that. It's really subtle. Cantian knows that this spawn closet's about to pop off behind, and they're going to get caught. So what they did is they left one NPC still alive from the last spawn, the very last spawn before this one. They repositioned while leaving that one NPC alive. They killed that NPC, but in the meantime, they had already laid down the not the EMP, the sticky, or the flashbang sticky. I'll get it there. Flashbang sticky onto the floor to pop this spawn. That's a really, really smart move. That's what I said, IQ 200. That impresses me. I like seeing the really smart moves like that. And they looked like they preemptively popped a med kit too, which I think I heard them do before because they knew the damage output was coming. Let's start it again. These poor fools are still sitting over here. They're still affected by the flashbang. All right, there we go. Tear them up. Still not up. All right, there's the flashbang. Still not up on the tack link. Once again, repositioning, but leaving the last NPC alive so that they're in the optimal spot. Optimal spot when the next spawn is created. See, now they're already there instead of they're running up on the position. Really, really smart use of mechanics of the game, but also positioning. Not staying attached to cover. Highly recommend that because that just makes you a sitting duck. Gives them more mobility. Man. One magazine essentially took down 3 legendary LMB shotgunners. Wow. Very impressive. Very impressive. It's subtle what Cantian's doing. The build is solid, but it's not all about the build. They have great knowledge of the spawns. I like how they leave the one NPC alive while they reposition and while they get the flashbang sticky down so that they're in the optimal spot. They're controlling where the combat is taking place. Really impressive. Like I said, hopefully they show the build at the end. I want to see if my theories are correct, but I'm pretty sure that they're running a commanding on both their first and second lightweight M4. I'm pretty confident that they've got determined on. That's how they're getting their skills back. Tech support keeps proccing. There it is. One is none is consistently proccing. If I remember correctly, too, it's been a while since I read all the news and everything, but one is none was actually designed, if you got a headshot, it was supposed to give you a certain percentage of a chance of not consuming the bullet, but I think it ended up just being as long as, or it was a headshot kill was the way the text read, but it ended up just working if you just got a headshot. So if you could nail headshots, you were essentially just using free ammo. Once again, IQ 200 move. Got one NPC still alive and roaming way off the map. Looks like Cantian wants to be over here. This is awfully gutsy. Right up on the spawn. They're going to come out that door just to the left. I'm familiar with that one. Yep. Wow. Okay. This is ballsy. Right up on their spawn. But ripping them up. There's the flashbang. Hit him with the flashbang. Yes. Still hasn't used the tack link yet because it's recharging. But why do you? Why do you use it at this point? You're just ripping them up. Use a grenade to get them out of cover. Once again, subtle, smart. Beautiful. Already using another grenade. Understands the spawns. Man, just the damage. The damage is unbelievable. Hitting those headshots. Just impressive. Impressive. Okay, let me stop right there. Also, another really impressive thing that I see there, once again, is really subtle. Cantian understands how the reload mechanics worked in the Division. If you started the reload and then swapped the weapon that you swapped away from would then go up onto max ammo, and you could essentially skip the entire reload animation. The fact that, you know, you were removing the magazine, grabbing another mag, loading it back in, priming the weapon. You could skip all of that, so that way they're not going through all those animations. They're swapping over to a weapon. They're pushing out damage. Really subtle, but smart. Two things that I've seen. Once again, leaving that NPC alive while they reposition, and also the smart use of the reload mechanics in their favor. Both beastly. All right, let's keep it going. Field proficiency. Great job. All right, they're going to come out on that side again, right? I think if I remember correctly, there's another spawn that's going to come out right behind where Cantian is standing right now. Yep. Look at that. There's the tack link. Oh, okay, this is the one. Because all the shotgunners. Look at the shotgunners. Whew, that one dropped. All right, med kit. The damage. The aim. All right, so at this point, we're dealing with the final wave. Should be 4 named bosses. Dang, 2 of them. Woo! Did you see that? Went through 2 named bosses here at the end of Legendary on 1 mag. Hit him with the flashbang. Knew exactly where they were coming. Beautiful understanding of what was about to happen. All right, popped a med kit because they were disrupted by the hunter, who was probably hit him with an EMP. Remember, the hunters could basically they could hit all of New York with one of their EMPs and disable every bit of electronics. That's how much range they had. So used a med kit to get rid of the effects. What are they doing? Are they trying to... okay. Maybe they're going over there. They're trying to draw the NPC over. Oh, you messed up, Falcon. Yeah, Falcon's toast. Look at that. Headshots. Done. Another med kit. So they're running adrenaline. You can see that down in the UI. So that's going to remove any negative status effects, i.e. the hunter's EMP. Alright, so this is the... Is he killed? Okay, so that's the 4th named boss, and now the hunter's only left. There's always 4 of them, plus the hunter. Hunters are tough. Oh, the hunter rolled right into it. What are you doing, hunter? Look, the hunter's already back up onto max health again. These hunters are much, in my honest opinion, much harder than the ones that you see at the end of Survival. These hunters can take it. They push out huge amounts of damage. Look at that. He's hitting headshots on this hunter. That was an entire mag. Oh, he's going to get him. He's going to get him. Got him. Nice job. Woo! 952.73. I don't know who this Cantian 336 is, but if I ever met them, you know, give them a high five and get a selfie with them or something. They're beast mode on this game. Love the build. Love the knowledge and the mechanics, the subtleness. All right, let me stop it right there. Actually, let me bring it back just a little bit. Let me see. There we go. Let's stop it right there. Okay. Commanding. Yep, you can see commanding on both their primary and secondary lightweight M4. Makes sense. That's how they were able to keep the tack link up and going. Running 6-piece strikers. They've only got 1 piece of stam, and of course they got stamina also on the holster. Everything else is firearms. So that would explain almost 7,800K firearms. Only 4,000 stam, so it's really low on stam. Whew. And they have almost 4,000 electronics. Okay, I think I know what they're doing. Yeah, they're doing it. Okay, what they've done is they've stacked on purple electronics mods onto the build, which I can almost guarantee you have damage to elites on them too. Those were the only mods that you could find. Well, you could find them in firepower and stam too, but they're really hard to find. But anyway, if you found these really rare unicorn purple mods for your gear, they would come with one of the primary attributes, firearm, stam, or electronics. In this case, they're probably running electronics, but they would also feature damage to elites. So I can almost guarantee you that this build has headshot damage, damage to elites, and enemy armor damage, which is featured also on the Strikers build. And then what they're doing is they're running the perpetual tack link through commanding, which you can see on their primary and their secondary, which they also need electronics in order to proc. So they're running that, and then they've also got tech support as one of their talents. Overall, just a really solid build. I mean, I'm kind of speechless. I don't know why more people didn't run this in the division, because on paper it wasn't that impressive. It wasn't one of those, 10K firearm stamina builds that the thumbnails always popped. But this build, once you got the tack link going, was animal. And of course you got Cantian out there with their great aim and their understanding of the spawns. Overall, just beastly build. Really, really just freaking impressed. Nice job, Cantian. Can't wait for the next one. And so there you go, another beastly effort laid down by CanTN336, and thanks again for your recommendations to check out this player's uploads. If you want your name to be featured in next week's episode, make sure to leave me a comment for this video, and in that comment, copy and paste the link to the Division YouTube video you'd like to see featured on this clip SLAPS. If I select your recommended video, expect to get a shout out and recognition during the video intro, so get in those recommendations. Before I go, I'd like to remind you to smash that sub button and ring the bell to receive all future upload notifications from my channel. If you could be so kind as to rate and or share this video, it really helps out with getting the video promoted within the YouTube algorithms. Don't forget to find and follow me on Twitch with weekly streams, join my community Discord server, which showcases all sorts of differing titles. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter, posting my thoughts on most things gaming related. Links to all of these platforms in the video description and pinned comments below. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.